This is a local PG&E electricity plant that helps to produce over 44 billion kilowatt hours of electricity worldwide each year. Of the total amount of energy used in the United States, about 39% is used to generate electricity. Most of the electricity in the United States is generated from fossil fuels such as coal, natural gas, and oil, which affects what's known as the carbon cycle. The carbon cycle is a biogeochemical cycle by which carbon is exchanged among the many levels of our atmosphere. It is one of the most important cycles in nature because it allows the recycling and reuse of carbon throughout our biosphere. Carbon exists in our atmosphere in the form of a gas as well as other materials such as water vapor, which makes up 36 to 70% of what's known as greenhouse gas. Carbon makes up 9 to 26%, and methane and ozone make up about 3 to 9%. These greenhouse gases, by the process of absorption and emission of infrared radiation from the sun, warm the lower levels of the Earth's atmosphere and surface to an average temperature of 59 degrees Fahrenheit.
Though most scientists believe that the concentration of greenhouse gas buildup is suddenly increasing since the mid-20th century, causing a drastic rise in the average temperature worldwide. The cause of what scientists call this sudden climate shift? Human activity, such as burning of fossil fuels and deforestation.
The concentrations of CO2 and methane have increased by 36 and 148% respectively since 1750. According to the 2007 Fourth Assessment Report by the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, the IPCC, global surface temperature has increased by 0.32 degrees Fahrenheit during the 20th century.
The global warming crisis has created awareness in society, making the public wonder what they can do to reduce their carbon emissions.
Introducing carbon neutrality. Being carbon neutral refers to leaving no carbon footprints or having a net of zero for your carbon emissions by offsetting small emissions or buying carbon credits to make up the difference. Carbon credits simply are tradable permits or certificates representing the right to emit 1 ton of carbon dioxide. These carbon credits are nationally and international attempts to reduce the amount of carbon output.
This is often a government-mandated approach to limiting carbons, but there are companies who sell the carbon credits to commercial and individual consumers on the basis of lowering their carbon footprint voluntarily. Companies such as TerraPass and GreenMarketExchange.com sell 1 carbon credit for ranging anywhere from $10 to $30 US.
Other ways people have tried to achieve carbon neutrality is by investing in renewable energies such as wind power or solar energy. These non-carbon emitting sources of energy are seen as an earth-friendly alternative to the heavy carbon-producing industrial power supply.
Carbon neutrality is important to achieve if we plan on reversing these global warming effects. In fact, the United Kingdom has called for a 60% reduction in its total CO2 emissions by 2050 through the building of carbon-neutral homes and offices. So the next time you leave that light on in the other room, thinking that global warming isn't your problem, then ask yourself, whose is it? global warming crisis has created awareness in society, making the public wonder what they can do to reduce their carbon emissions. One more time.
That's hella legit.
Ready?
Yeah.
The global warming crisis has...
Shit.
The global warming crisis has created an awareness in society, making the public wonder what they can do to reduce their carbon emissions.
Like, man.